Could you dedicate yourself to a worthy cause? Could you go the distance to keep a child healthy? Could you travel across the globe to help eliminate polio? A Rotary member could. We're dedicated to connecting children with vaccinations and ending polio worldwide. Could you help change the world? Rotary. Humanity in motion.
The moment I learned of my nomination to be President of Rotary International was one of the most exciting and joyful moments of my life. I think this is true for every RI president and for everyone who is elected to a Rotary office for the first time. There is a feeling of great happiness, great honor, and great anticipation. There is also an understanding that our life will never be the same again. In the long term, I know I will be forever changed by the experiences I will have as president. And in short term, I know the responsibilities I face now and in the year ahead will be unlike any I have faced before. This is also true for all of you as new district governors. There is so much that each of you can do as Rotarians. All of you have been in Rotary long enough to know and understand Rotary's power. Alone, we might be able to help individuals here and there to make small change to help in small ways. Together, our efforts are stronger. Together, really can make a lasting difference on a global scale. Together, there is no limit to what we can accomplish. But when we truly understand the power that we have through Rotary, we must also understand that with this kind of potential comes tremendous responsibility. In each of our clubs, every year, we Rotarians decide how best to use the resources that we have. Our time, our skills, and our funds. These decisions are not always easy or obvious. They are not simple questions of right or wrong. They are not complicated questions of who needs our help the most and whom we can help the best. We want to use our resources efficiently to maximize the good that we can do. Often we are drawn toward needs that our hearts will not allow us to ignore. We aim only to strike a balance, to find the projects that will give the maximum benefit for our Rotary investment. We know that if we make our decisions well, if we do our research and understand the needs and are wise and careful with our resources, we will do the most good with everything that we have. That is our responsibility as Rotary leaders, to do the most good we can and to inspire other Rotarians to do the same. In the end of responsibility for successful service projects lies with each individual club. But it is the job of the district governors and the senior leaders to guide, to motivate, and to encourage our clubs to focus their efforts wisely. And it is my responsibility as President-elect to choose the year's theme and service emphasis, which help to channel and define the work of the year ahead. Like the project decisions of individual clubs, our President-elect's choice of emphasis is a very serious matter. It is one that I spent many months considering. I thought carefully about the emphasis of past presidents and looked at the sum of the many projects that these emphases had inspired. Water, literacy, health and hunger. These are the categories of Rotary service that have endured now for several years and with good reason. These are the areas in which local Rotary clubs working individually and in cooperation with other clubs can do the most good. There are areas in which we now have many years' experience and expertise. There are areas of wise Rotary investment. There are areas that let us do the most good with everything that we have. I knew in my mind that these were the emphasis we should continue. And yet, my heart was pulled in another direction. Because during my research on possible emphases, I came across a number. That number was 30,000. 30,000, the number of children under the age of 5 who die every day from preventable causes. At first, I thought that it had to be a mistake. Perhaps there was an extra zero in that number, if not 2. Perhaps the number was per month or per year. It was impossible, unthinkable in the 21st century that 30,000 of our most precious children could die needlessly every day. But there was no mistake. I asked, how can it be possible? The answers were as heartbreaking as the number. children die needlessly of pneumonia, measles, and malaria for the lack of basic medicines, vaccines, and mosquito nets. Data